Hey everybody. So last week or basically, last week we started down the path of trying to set up routing. If you watch my other video series about 3JS, every once in a while I kind of am sad that I didn't set up routing early on because it ends up as I'm coding, I have to do a lot of extra clicks to get to move around in there, um, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But basically, what I want to do is, so I have routing coming, and it's by default sending me to this discrete um, route. But what I don't have is a router outlet. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and set up a router outlet, and let's see what happens. Yeah. So basically, what happens is I have this app discrete, and then the router outlet, and then I've set up routing to show app discrete in it. And the way I showed, if you don't remember, and I don't blame you if you don't, basically here I said, that on this route, path discrete, go ahead and use the discrete component. And that's why there's two of them. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one of them. I'm going to move the one. So now basically what we have in our system is we have this. This is always going to show up on all pages, and then this record discrete. Now, last time I added two more, um, or three more components. One is called API, one's called continuous, and one's called log. So let me go ahead and, I think logs is probably logs component. And I probably just says log works or something like that. Yeah, logs work. So let's try to set that route up now. Woot, woot. So I'm going to call this const uh, logs, and then that is of type route, and it is equal to this array or to this object. And I guess everything in route must be uh, in the route must be optional, so it's not throwing any kind of error. Discrete, and then component, and then sorry, logs, and component is, I just copied it from over there, logs component. I need to import it. Basically, it's upset because up here I don't import the logs component. So this blue thing takes care of that for you. And then I just need to add it to our routes array. And there we go. And now I believe I could just type in the word logs up here, and logs work. All right, so let's go ahead and rinse and repeat. Do that for continuous and for API. Um, API, it's a route that's equal to component. Um, it's probably called API component, I would imagine. Let's see. That seems to work. And then the last one is called continuous. Oh, I do need to change the actual path. Let's see if it knows where that's at. No, okay. I must be spelling it wrong. Go over here to continuous. I know continuous, oh, it has two. Doesn't it have that? Let's see. Continue to use. So that's definitely misspelled. And yeah, I don't know what I'm misspelling over there. Let's see if I get if I have a blue one. Yep, I got a blue one. Now we've got API and continuous. And we'll test this. And continuous. Doesn't look like continuous. I probably misspelled it again. And it's kind of crazy that, yeah, that's wild that it actually. Okay, so continuous. So everything's all wired up right. So it's weird if I put something that isn't up here, it goes back to the home page and does not forward me. And I thought, so probably in the routes I need to set like another one at the very end. And I believe the order does matter. I feel like every time I ever watched a video, they were like very clear that, hey, the order matters. If you do one before everything else, all, and then it'll do that. And probably star. Let's see what happens. Let's go back to the old conversation. Oh, I should probably pull this into the camera. The old conversation from last week with ChatGPT. So they don't give a wildcard, right? Oh, what does screaming at it? I'm screaming at you. The wild card route look like. See, I can hit enter when it's a. So come on. Oh, it's supposed to be two of these. Double your pleasure. Okay. Let's go back to this thing. So I'm going to put an X in front of the discrete, and hopefully that pushes me back to. No. That did not work. Or not working. Let's see. Did it give me anything else? No, it didn't really give me anything else. So it's saying if I make it path ... that it would send to the 404. You forward all all addresses to a default route. Let's see. See, I just know that every example kind of shows how to do this. Okay, so they put to do, and then, oh, did I not? I bet you I didn't add it to the array. Silly rabbit. Okay, all. All right, let's try that. Okay, Wrong browser. Okay, so that went there. So I think that's a good sign because I think it reloaded to the, yeah. Okay, so it always goes back to discrete. Okay, so one thing I do want to show, where am I in time? I'm at 10 minutes. Okay, so basically like the downside, what I don't like about this, well, let me see. Yeah, this is a good time to show this. What I don't like about this is that like if I say on, let's say we go to discrete and I I have it, I tell it implements the on destroy hook. Okay, so, and then we'll go ahead and implement it, have it just automatically implement it for us, and then I'll just say console.log bye, it's been good. Okay, so basically I added that in to our discrete component, right? And so now when I change like to, I think there's continuous. Did I misspell continuous? API. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Discrete. Okay, and then, so what I was expecting to happen is to see, like, okay, if I do, okay, so I'm in discrete. Oh, okay, and now let's go to API. What I'm expecting to see is that destruction, but I didn't, and I don't know why. I don't, it's weird to me that okay, I don't have a filter on. Inspect. Yeah, see, it's like the router outlet is here, indicators, it's gone. So I don't know why the, okay, let's try this. Let's try to be debugger. So this should launch the debugger. And then discrete. Okay, and then API. So it was not destroyed. Okay, so let me just try. I feel like I'm going insane. Let's just see if anything of these run. Log I live. Okay. So let's go to discrete. Okay, so now let's go to API. So it's weird to me that on destroy did not fire. That's weird. ng on destroy, callback cleanup evoked immediately for directive price pipe is instance. Okay, so theoretically, if it hasn't been destroyed, then when I go over here, I should not get the I live. And I got it. So it was destroyed. But it didn't. I wonder if the API one, maybe I don't understand this the way I thought I did. So let's go this one. Oh, I mean the API indicator. Okay, I'm going to see if this constructor fires every time. Okay, so oddly enough, I get hello twice, which is weird. Oh, yeah, because there's two of them. Okay, and then let's go to... Oh, okay, so basically the entire page redraws. And they're destroyed when you change um, because it does a full page reload. For some reason, I thought that, and maybe it's because I'm manually doing it in here, so it's not doing it the way I want to do it. Okay, so let's try that. I'm very curious now. I really should have cut this one short already so that this video won't go too long. Okay, let's do this, a router link. I don't know if I'll be able to just use a router link. I don't think I can use a router link, but let's see what happens. Okay, so we have our API, and we are at API. Just gonna do this. Okay, we got API there. Router link. And I'm guessing it's because I don't have I didn't wonder if I'm supposed to import this. Okay, so that's in the module, which I don't even have a module. This is in my module. This is in a different module than in the component. So I wonder if I need to import. So this is my app routing module. Okay, so this is add a router outlet in appcomponent.html. So this is in routing, which I did, and that is drawing it. Create component file, so we have our home component, and then this is in the app component.html. Curious, what if I move this into the discrete? Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT. So basically, okay, alone components, alone components. It's my components and my router links are not working. Period. Okay, so we got to ensure. Okay, so I need to import it, I guess, into discrete. See, that's always been one of my hangups on this, is that you have to do it inside of the route. So router module. Yeah, this is my Stoneland. So now it's a highlight. So API, and then see the discrete component ended up being destroyed. And that's what I would like to avoid if at all possible. And I don't really know exactly how to do that. I'm trying to kind of work through that right now. So what I wonder is, can I pull it in the router module into the app component? So let's go ahead and try that. I know this is definitely going longer than I wanted it to go. And then I want to take this out of my discrete component. So we know if it's not a hyperlink, it's not working. We've definitely learned that. Oh, so it's working. Hit back, hit reload. So, let's do our console log. Bye-bye, it's been good. Yeah, see, so the whole, as you move from route to route, you end up destroying all of the, you end up destroying and recreating all of the, components. And I feel like I want all the components to just stay in existence the whole time. So I kind of need to do something kind of funky to get where the router outlet knows, like maybe, okay, so let's do this. I'm going to hit back. And so you notice we did not get the hellos again. Okay, so I have the discrete. I'm going to come over here and see these didn't get rebuilt. But I don't think these have any way of knowing, since they're not inside the route. And I could be wrong, but I don't believe they have any way of knowing that the route has been changed. So yeah, I kind of have to figure that out. I guess while I'm here, just I'll make this discrete. And then continuous. I'm constantly misspelling that. Of course, someone's calling me. What? Oh, it's just my wife. I'll call her right back. US. And then last but not least, discrete continuous logs, or logs. And I'm only doing this just kind of to make sure, just as a QA, just to make sure everything is kind of wired up right. Probably be nice if there was some space in between. I don't know if I can do that here. No, of course not. Let's see. Or router link, I guess I can Probably, hopefully I could put that in. No, I guess it needs to be A. Yeah, so we got a little bit of space there. Um, so so everything is wired up. Everything is being destroyed on every turn. I do like the fact that the router link works above. And so what I need to figure out next is, like, as I change this, does the actual app, does it have a way of determining the browser? Um, and we are, I'm sure, over 26 minutes. Golly, I don't know what my problem is. I'm so long-winded these days. Um, but yeah, so that'll be tomorrow, is try to get the actual state in here so that I see if this thing needs to can know that, and if it can, then I could put the tabs in here, and then if the tabs can go in here, then these components can go in the tabs, and if the components can go in the tabs, the tabs won't destroy them as we move through. And then I guess I may not even need that router outlet. Um, anyways, so anyways, happy coding, everybody. Sorry I went so long. Bye.